I'm Nadeem Hussain. We'll talk about the northern areas of Pakistan, which are famous visiting place for tourists from all over the world. Today I am with Mr. Jawad Sherazi, who is an army pilot and a writer also. Let's talk about the northern areas of Pakistan. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How do you see the northern areas of Pakistan?
Well, northern areas are, these are prolific jewels of nature. I feel totally inexpressible to talk about those areas because Pakistan has been gifted with such jewels. It has got swinging falls, very deep blue, serene sort of lakes. May I tell you very interestingly that out of the 14 8,000ers of the world, more than 8,000 meters peaks of the world, Pakistan has got 5. K2, Broad Peak, Gesherbam 1, Gesherbam 2 and Nanga Parbat. They are more than 8,000 meters. And above than this, there are falls, rivers, mountains. It's got adventure, it's got fun. It is full of entertainment, fun, adventure, greenery and everything a tourist can yearn for.
You are a pilot also. Did you fly over those areas as well?
Basically I'm a pilot in Pakistan Army, and by the virtue of this service I have flown over these areas. I have flown over those serene lakes which are covered with complete layers of snow in the winters. I have flown over those glaciers which are full of adventure, and I have flown over the very rocky, slendery sort of rocks, and I've flown over a varietyful areas. This includes the Hussain plains, which is the biggest plains of the world. As a matter of fact, they range from 12 to 15,000 feet, and by the virtue of it, this make the highest plains of the world. I've flown over the river Indus, almost to the point where it enters Pakistan. I've flown over river Shingo. So I've flown over quite plenty of those areas.
Are there any adventure sites in those areas? Did you also do any adventure there?
Well, this is full of adventure. Northern areas of Pakistan, this is a dream place for the adventurers because apart from those more than 8,000 meter peaks which I just told you, there are more than officially 127 peaks which are more than 7,000 meters high. And if you talk of more than 6,000 meter high, they're officially 250. But unofficially, people say that they are more than 700 in number. So this is quite a lot of adventure which is there in those areas. And apart from it, this area offers quite varietyful sort of rock climbing, especially the extension of K2 series. It extends to K3, K4, K5 and K6. Just near K6, there's a camping site known as Sideshow. And in season, it's filled with tourists all over the world, especially the foreign tourists who come for the rock climbing, and there are plans to do some sort of rafting over river Shingo and river Indus, which are still in pipeline, but this area is still full of adventure.
Which is the best weather to go to those areas?
Well, I would say round the year is the best weather to go there because it changes its texture and color in every season. In summers it is flowing with colors of nature. But in winters, it's covered with snow, and the snow is, mind you, 2 to 3 feet high in Skardu, which is the main hub of the northern area cities. And the Hussain plain, which I was just talking, they get covered by a layer of snow, amounting to hundreds of feet. So it's quite varietyful to suit those areas in winters. But if you are just a tourist and you want to go with family, I would say that summers is the best season to go there, starting from maybe 1st of June to 30th September. Because sometimes there's a huge snowfall in winters and it continues till June that the road infrastructure is not open there. So best time to go starts from June and ends in maybe 30th September or 15th October.
Is security situation good for tourists there?
Well, absolutely. Let me tell you with complete honesty that security is very good there. Actually, there's a misconception and a confusion amongst the viewers that whatever wrong is whatever wrong is happening in Pakistan is in the north of Pakistan. No, it's not in the north of Pakistan. The north of Pakistan comprises of Gilgit and Baltistan, and they have Gilgit and Skardu as the major cities. And never that any terrorist activity has happened there, never that any bomb blast occurred there, whatever misdoings or whatever terrorist activities are happening, that is towards the northwest. That is not the north. So north is peace. It is sane. It is absolutely security-wise free to go. I would say it is very good as far as security is concerned.
You are a good writer also. Could you please tell something about this?
Oh, well, I had a profound interest in literature, and that made me a very, very good friend of Mr. Mustansir Hussain Tarar, who is a very, very famous. Nothing could be said more of him. Everybody knows him, and he is a legend here in Pakistan as far as travel writing is concerned. It was my honor that he traveled with me in one of the tracks in the northern areas. We did a track which comprised of northern areas, and it ended in Azad Kashmir. And after the track was done, I just sat down and wrote something. And when I showed it to Mr. Tarar, he said that it's okay and good for publishing. So it got published by the name of Sunehre Parbat Neeli Jheelein. And it's gone well. The second book is coming in maybe a couple of weeks, and it is about the last track which I did, and that track was towards Snow Lake over the Beophok Gyeong Glacier, which is the third biggest glacier of the world, and it's titled Karakaram ke Barafzaron Se. So let's see what happens of that book, but this is what I have in my literary capacity.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It was really a pleasure talking to you.